Good evening, trainers. The storytelling challenge continues, and today the bar goes higher. We have Dipali Goel joining us as our judge. Scores will be shared immediately after each story, keeping the energy real and transparent, while final results will come later. Let's bring in focus, intent, and impact starting now. We have Asha with us over here who is going to take us into deep diving into storytelling. Yes, Asha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Radhika. A warm welcome to all of you. So, I am going to tell you a story which I have personally made and I have experienced it. I have labeled it as or titled it as the perfect presentation that failed. I repeat, the perfect presentation that failed. So, imagine this I walk into a training room with 60 people as the attendees of this particular training session, which was scheduled for 3 to 5 p.m. post lunch. Everything looked perfect. I was there at 1 p.m. to set up my presentation, check the projector, do the technicals, do a dry run. I was there. Participant came. I was energetic, you know, like always. Every trainer is. I was energetic. I was all waiting for the participants to come. They all came in, they all seated. I said, "Good afternoon, everyone. A warm, warm welcome. Let's have an energetic activity." But to my surprise, there was no response. Very few forced smiles were there. Some of them were just scrolling their phones. And one person really visibly looked stressed. Then the next approach came from my side. I pushed harder. I said louder, in a louder voice, more enthusiasm. Come on, guys, let's stand up and interact. Now the resistance becomes visible. Now there was crossed arms, minimal eye contact, and a lot of silence. I felt confused. I said, why aren't they responding? Why aren't they engaging? My content is good, right? And midway, before I could move on, participant came to me and said, ma'am, we just came from out of 3 hours of performance review. Everybody, people are tensed. Reality hit me. I didn't read the room. I did not check the energy levels of my participants, my audience. So I paused for a while. I took a breath and I shifted my tone totally. And I said, all right, looks like today was heavy. Let's slow down. I sat with them instead of standing tall in front of them. I started with a simple conversation instead of an activity. Gradually, the phones came down, the faces softened, and people began sharing. Same trainer, same room, but different outcome. What changed was there that I now know what the room actually demanded: my empathy, my emotions, and not just my energy, right? So why did this happen? Because I focused too much on agenda. Actually, we focus too much on agenda. We are just there to present with all our energy, and we forget to sometime, I mean, in my case, that day, obviously, but we forget to actually read the emotional state of our audience. We assume the energy instead of observing the reality. Had I just taken up a breath before starting and looked at the energy levels of my audience and saw them and just try to understand what they are without speaking words, that would have helped me greatly, right? But still, so we prepare content, but not context awareness. And from that day, I started avoiding very, very easy things for me, which helped me a lot, making the eye contacts with my audience, making sure to read their body language and to understand their energy levels. So I would always ask this to myself: let's read the room first and then act. I would like to ask one or any one of you, have you ever felt something like this in your career? I'm very sure most of us must have, but if you would like to share, I would love to hear it. Anyone, Deepika, Kalpana, Radhika, Reena, Divya, Dinesh, Smita. I'm sure you must have felt this that, oh my God, the audience that I'm delivering to are not at my energy levels. Their energy, their emotional state, their conscience is somewhere else, and I am at some other level. Do you agree? Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So, golden line here is your content may be perfect, but if your timing is wrong, it won't land, right? So, I have a very, very important thing that I learned that day, and I always carry it with my every sessions now that I deliver. That says great trainers don't just deliver content, they sense people. The real skill is not speaking well, it's listening without words. And that day, this reality made me go back to my sessions of all other that I have delivered and for the future ones as well, to make it a point to actually learn and understand without the words and understand the room differently. So I have been doing that ever since, and it has helped me a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Asha. Very, very interesting. And you kept us hooked, is the only word I would say. So, yes, Dipali, over to you.
Thank you, Asha, for putting out an extremely relevant thing, that is to read your audience, talk to the audience as their, what should I say, mood, as per as their receptivity. That is really, really, really important. And you brought forward a very, very important aspect of communication. And I thought that you were absolutely natural. You were just naturally speaking. There was no pretense. It was just coming out absolutely naturally from inside. So I really loved it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Divya?
I agree with Deepali. It was very natural. So my takeaway from the session was you don't train an audience, right? You tune into them. And like you were asking, I had one training session. So I had prepared in English, crisp English, very nice vocabulary. And it turned out that the audience is from second year and they speak only in Hindi. And when I had to
Ah,
deliver, it was actually such a pain. So because we really don't,
challenge.
yes, so things like this happens in every trainer's life, but that is what we are trained to challenge ourselves
Absolutely.
and deliver the best. So it was very
Absolutely.
nice, and
Thank you.
loved it.
May I just like come and again, I just wanted to ask one question from you, Asha.
Sure, sure, please,
So,
please.
so you came across a very under enthusiastic crowd. So how do you handle an over enthusiastic one?
To keep up the energy level with them, I always
Right,
have backups, icebreakers, and activities because
right,
there I'm supposed to be more interactive with them rather than just delivering my content. So I
right.
have couple of activities that keeps up their energy levels, and then they are more tuned into, like Divya said, they are more tuned with us, and it is easier for me to actually connect with them. So I
So
have
how do you manage that
more
the
activities.
entire content is actually delivered? So how do you manage that? Sometimes we have an over enthusiastic crowd, right?
So yeah, that's what I said. I'm going to keep up the energy levels. I mean, I'm supposed to be more energetic than them to make them understand. So I'm at the more working part here, and I just try to keep up the energy levels with more activities. That's all.
Perfect, perfect. Read the pulse and then proceed, right?
Yes,
Yeah, thank you
yes.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, Kalpana, would you like to say something?
Uh, yes, Asha, I really like the way you began. I like the inflection in your tone when you started, telling as to what kind of tone you used initially, the enthusiasm. then a bit weighing tone. Okay, what's happening? The puzzle in your tone. And then the last part of the tone when you decided that you are going to actually sit down and listen to them. One line that you mentioned, the end of standing tall, I sat next to them. Your empathy through showed through the story and the language that you chose to relate it to us. Third is you. I also felt that through that story, which every trainer goes through, you told us that do not panic. You can keep the content aside and actually, relate to your audience and their state of mind to get or their state of mind. I'm going to put a full stop here. Okay, and I was really thoroughly enjoyed because scenes I could visualize the scenes that even I have faced and realize how as a trainer we cope up and we stand on our feet. So very relevant story. It
Thank you.
touched each of us over here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Kalpana. So, yes, um, what do you call it was a lovely, lovely session, and lots of stories that we can use immediately. Thank you everyone for showing up with intent, and thank you, Dipali, for the live scoring. Um, Scores are in, results will follow soon. Until then, reflect, recalibrate, and come back stronger. It's a sign out from Radhika Kotha. See you in our next challenge. Bye bye.